Hello, welcome to my channel, The Crafting Nook. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I thought I'd do one today and go through my active whips at the moment, my cross-stitch whips that I'm working on and I will continue to be working on throughout the rest of this year, 2025. It's almost the end of June now and I've stitched on all of these projects up until now. And like I say, I'm going to continue to stitch on them. I had a few new starts actually, not a couple. I've had quite a few new starts, but I'm really enjoying my projects at the moment. I'm enjoying stitching on a white opalescent Aida. I've got other projects on other colour Aidas, and it's either going to be 14, 16, and I've got one on 18 count Aida, and I've got one project on a 28 count Brittany Lugana here, but I'm going to be showing you mostly Aida projects on Aida at the moment because that's what I'm enjoying at the moment. So I've got some Bella Filipina, some Mirabilia, some Lavender and Lace, Prairie Schooler, Lucilla, I want to say, Nora Corbett, and I think that was it. So the first one, this was a new start. I've started this a few weeks ago and I haven't done an awful lot, but I intend stitching on this one this afternoon. And this is a Bella Filipina Cordelia, and this one is stitched on a 14 count opalescent Aida, white Aida. I like to do the beads last, so I'm going to be doing the cross stitch on the metallics and then the beading. So that's the first one. I've left her in the hoop because I want to stitch on her, like I say, this afternoon. So that's Cordelia, and then it's got Nereid Calatea. I probably butchered that one, I don't know. This is another Bella Filipina, and this one's also stitched on 14 count opalescent Aida. Slightly more progress with this one. This one I'm really enjoying, and I'm hoping I'm gonna get this finished sooner rather than later. I'm trying to do a rotation, like I've picked like 5 projects to stitch on throughout 1 week, and obviously I'm not going to get too much progress on those, but they'll just be rotated then. There's 22 projects here in all, and I'm just going to rotate them. So that's that one. I'm not going to say that again. And then the next one is Amethyst Treasures. Really enjoying this one. I'm hoping I'm going to get a finish on this one soon. Again on the opalescent Aida, 14 count. So that's Amethyst Treasures. And then the next one is Luna Mystica by Bella Filipina again. I'm sorry about the creases, but I'm not ironing all of these at the moment. I'm just putting them away in a bag and I'll iron them and wash them at the end. I made quite a bit of progress on this one as well since the last time. So they're really lovely projects and I'm really enjoying them. I have lots of dolls' houses to get on with, but at the moment I'm really enjoying my stitching. So if you wanted to see dolls' houses, I will get back on that, but at the moment I'm just doing my cross stitch for a while. And the next one is Sol Tropica by Bella Filipina again. This is on a 14 count Aida, and I came up onto the hair here this time when I stitched on this, but I'm really loving all of these projects at the moment. So that's Sol Tropica. Sorry if you can hear noise from outside. I've got my window open. It's really warm and we live near a road. So this one is on, this was the only one that's on 28 count Brittany Lugana. And this is Bella Filipina, Enchantress of the Abyss. And that's where I am with this one. I have been working on the face here. I'm not really loving working on this at the moment. My eyesight's not very good at the moment. That's why I've been working on a lot of Ada, and progress is really slow on the Lugana at the moment for me. These are a couple of different ones. This one is a Prairie Schooler Garden Sampler, and I'm working on this one. I've already finished one of these. I think it was this one here I finished, and it's been put in a box somewhere, and I've put it somewhere and I can't find it. So I'm gonna have to look again. But this is the one that I'm working on at the moment. This, I can't remember what fabric this was. And again, I'm having a bit of an issue stitching on this one because of my eyesight at the moment. But yeah, they really are lovely, lovely projects. So that's my project, my progress on this one. This one this is my oldest whip. This is about 9 years old. I started stitching this for my mum's birthday, but sadly I never got to give this to her as she passed away in June 2017. So I'm trying to finish this up. I need to do the grass here. I think this was a Busilla kit. I'm trying to do the grass here, and I've got the rest of the robe there to do. Again, this is on the kit fabric, which was 14 count Ada. So that's that one. This one is Lavender and Lace Celtic Summer. And I've been stopping and starting on this one, but these are all my active whips. I do pick these up and stitch on them when I want to. And I did do some beading on here, and it's a bit awkward now when it goes in the frame, but I can work around it, and I will. And that's Celtic Summer. This one is Guardian Angel by Lavender and Lace. Yeah. And this is the only one that's on 18 count, and I'm stitching this 1 over 1. The rest of them are on 2 over 2. 2 over 1 on the, sorry, 2 over 1 on the Ada, and 2 over 1 over 2 over 2. Oh God, I can't even think. Anyway, this one is 18 count, and it's 1 over 1. Guardian Angel. I was umming and ahhing whether or not to stitch the wings or leave them out, because I quite like her as a lady, fancy lady, so I'm not sure about that yet. I'll work that out as I'm going through it. So that's that one. This one was started for a stitch along on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. I started it at the beginning of this month, June, and here's my progress so far. 14 count plain Ada. This isn't opalescent, and I'm not using the Krynex that were called for. I'm just using what I had in my stash, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting some Krynex in some of these plain DMC parts that I choose to do, because I'm not sure if I like it without the Krynex, so I'm still out on that one. So that's Bluebell by Nora Corbett, and this one's been moving along quite quickly as well. Like I say, I started at the beginning of this month, and I've done quite a bit on that. And then I got reds here somewhere. I need to look for this. I have got another project red, but she's missing at the moment, so I have to find that. I started Lady of the Mist, Mirabilia, and this is on a 14 count Ada, and that's as much as I've got at the moment. It's just a start. So I shouldn't really have started another project, but I thought, why not? And then these ones are all Mirabilia now from here on out. And this one is September Sapphire Fairy. I'm going to stitch this without the wings and without the cage. Just want her holding the butterfly there. And that's as much as I've got on this one, and this is on an opalescent Ada 14 count again. This one is, the fabric's not dirty. I did hand dye this myself, and you can't really see what colour it is, but it's like a slight beigey colour. But yeah, I'm enjoying this one as well. I didn't have the water lilies for that, so I just mixed 2 strands of the DMC to make the colour that I needed for the water lilies. And that's on 14 count again. And then this one I'm really loving stitching. I'm having a job putting this one down. This is at the Met, and this was started a few months ago, and then I'd made a mistake, so I put it aside, but I've picked it back up again and I corrected the mistake. I've got to take some stitches out there because there's stitches there when there should be beads. And this is on a 14 count Ada. You can't really see the colour on there. There we go. I don't know, there. So that's at the Met. And then this one is Gypsy Queen Mirabilia, and that's as much as I've got on this one. This is on the same colour fabric as the at the Met, but it's not showing up really. It's like a pumpkin-y colour. That's where I am on Gypsy Queen. There we go, you can see it there then. And then this one, I did make a little mistake in this and I couldn't find it. It's up here somewhere, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to matter in the long run, because I kind of went up on the torso to make sure that I could get up there without it looking out of the way. So whatever the mistake is here, I'll do something with some back stitch or something to fill it in, I think. So this is Twisted Mermaids, and this is stitched on a Pole Stitches fabric. So that's where I am with this one. And then next is Mermaid of Atlantis. I've done a little bit more progress on this one since you last saw it. I've stitched down here. This is on a Pole Stitches fabric as well. Can't remember what colour this was, but it's an ombre and 14 count. And I did some beads, and I'm not going to be doing beads till I finish the stitching on the others now. Okay, so that's Mermaid of Atlantis. The next one is Stargazer. Sorry about that. So this one is Stargazer, and I've done some stitching down on the bottom of the dress there. So I'm hoping I'm going to finish a few of these by the end of the year. Maybe. We'll see. So this is Stargazer. Next one is Aphrodite Mermaid. Not much progress at all on this one, but it will get done eventually. That's on a Pole Stitches fabric as well, and I think this is the last one, and this is Enchanted Mermaid, I think. Didn't put my chart back in properly. And this is on a Pole Stitches fabric as well, so that's as much as I've done on this one, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to stitch on all of these projects until the end of this year. I'll just rotate them continuously until I've worked on them all. But yeah, I just wanted to hold myself accountable, so that's why I've made this video and show myself how many projects I've got started, and I need to work on these to get some of them finished. So that's what this was about. I will make a video showing my doing a doll's house tour, I think, on one of my doll's houses soon. So thanks for watching, take care everybody, and I hope you've enjoyed my video. Thank you, bye.